So we start the trailer here, and we open up on the beach. We've got a nice little dodo in front of us. He doesn't appear very much during this trailer. We've got Pelagornis and Megalodon in the background. But the amount of clutter detail on the beach here is very impressive. I hope we're going to be able to run this game. Let's keep going here. There's a waterfall with the Carbonemus swimming through the water as it moves around. That's very impressive. And the waterfall is very good with a high level of detail, and including the fog. It's very hazy through here, which is what you want to see around a waterfall. So I've got Ankies, Diplos, Parasaurs, Stegos, Pteranodon, and I think maybe a Barry on top of the waterfall. Let's keep going. Now we can see some foliage with the trike and the equus going through it. Got Megatherium and Aloe there. Again, just crazy detail. I don't even know where that shot was. Let's move on to the bears here in the redwoods. The lighting in the redwoods, I think, is going to be the best part. You can see they're over a kill here, and the water is just moving very, very intently around where they're jumping. Again, the haze and the mist in the snow biome. This just looks like a concept art. That's how good it looks. Got a nice little shot of the snake and the Meganeura. The Argy flying up towards the mountain. And then of course we finally get wild babies. And they look incredible. Just fantastic amount of detail. And they've kind of de-chibified them, I think, by the looks of it. So they'll look more natural in the environments, hopefully. We get to see some survivors, new animations here. Now the structure pieces are impressive here because you've got new railings, you've got new double doors, you've got new roof. Now hidden, you can also see pillars that are lying flat. We've also got upside down sloped walls and upside down sloped roofs as well. And then one other detail I've noticed is that these window frames on the right side open up from the side, because you can tell by the handle, but the one on the left opens from the top, so they're going to be modular. Very cool. Let's move on. A lot of detail with the Raptor and Ovis. Ghillie suit, fantastic addition, looks so much better than the one we currently have. Again, another waterfall, looks great. The lighting is just going to be the best part, I think, the lighting. We've got these new redwood trees, and these are brand new trees. Same with the bushes, they're all brand new. Out into the grassland here, following a pack of galleys with a rider. I'm wondering if this is the new pathfinding on show here. It looks to be, hopefully. And the Basilo with the water moving around it, and an underwater shot, the other one we get. Now the caving looks incredible on this because you've got new assets here. This looks to be either this just below the swamp or the most southern cave. It's one with a little cliff in it. It's got the water in it as well. And you can also see on the left side there, it has mushroom patches similar to the ones that are on Aberration. It'll be very interesting to see whether we can pick them up. And then we're going to see some onyx here. I believe this cave is the northern one on the Death Isle or Kano Island, the Ravine Cave I think people call it. It's completely been overhauled. Got mushrooms, crystals, more foliage. It looks just much more lively than it did before. You got onyx, spiders and megalania. And that's the artifact room or area from that same cave. And this just looks so much more mystical than it did before. this is a chitin cave, and you can see where just even the bushes there, just brand new bushes. Everything has been redone. And then we move on to the supply crate. You can see a survivor there is accessing it. But something I've taken away is that the legs aren't all the same size. They kind of adapt to the terrain that they land on. And that is just a very impressive addition that they didn't have to do, but I'm glad they did. It makes it look so much better. You can see as it opens up there. Sarco, now these swamp trees, it's brand new swamp. I think it's in the river just south of the redwoods here. And instead of having the same tree over and over and over again, they've got a bit of variety. It's about, I think, 3 different type of trees here. Just much more immersive. Next, the wrecks out on the cliff there. The only thing is that the trees next to the wrecks may be reused. I think they may be from ASE, but we'll be able to tell once we get up close and personal with them. The landscape is beautiful, and the draw distance there is just unbelievable. So much different. Spino and Rex. Nice little homage to the first trailer, the first part of the first trailer, as the Rex comes through. Interesting that the structures do turn dark before they get destroyed, or as they get destroyed in this part here, but I'm assuming it's going to be a gradual thing without Rex just one-shotting it. We've got some door frames there, maybe half door frames even. Now these survivors here, the one on the left looks so much different to the one on the right, so there's going to be a lot of variety here, and hopefully a bit more realistic in the survivor looks as well. Obelisk area completely redone. We've got Megatheriums and Theres here as we pan up towards the brand new obelisk. Rocket launcher on a Raptor. Now this is interesting because we've got a brand new structure piece with upside down railings under the roof of the house. And speaking of the roof, it looks as though, unless this is a bit of trickery, but you've got 2 triangle sloped roofs intersecting. So hopefully that's finally something that we can do, because you couldn't do that in ASE. What's interesting about this shot is that as the explosions go off, the water starts to ripple, but also the tree on the left moves with the explosion, and then when the right explosion goes off, the tree on the right moves. So they're quite dynamic in that way. You've got the Rex now biting through the trees, and you can see that it stumps them. I wonder how that's going to work if we can remove those. That's going to be very interesting. And again, it just goes into the detail of you're so much more immersed into this environment because everything is moving around you. Got another beautiful shot with a Bronto, a couple of Stegos, Pteranodon. I don't know where this is. The only thing I can think of is maybe at the northeastern river, but that's all I got. The lighting here on the wolf's fur as it walks up towards the campfire, the detail on that is amazing, as well as you can see little otter and Megaloceros. But what I find most interesting is that there is snow on the structures. You can see here that there is snow on the tops of the structures, which means you're going to be able to have dynamic structures in different biomes. I'm excited to see how that plays out. Maybe, when Scorched Earth releases, we're going to get some sand. But for now, that's going to be very good to look at, is different structures with the snow on them, and see where it goes from there. The mammoths here. We've got a Thyla on the top right there. It looks like one tribe is trying to escape from another. You got thatched roofs. You can see that there. I think we saw that in a little snippet earlier. Up on the top right, you've got like a gondola made from inverted structures. So it's going to be a lot more in-depth with what you can build, which is just amazing, because the building in ARK did get stale at points because of how difficult it was. Now, I can see some rockets, but oh, there's spears they're throwing. Yeah, I thought they might have been fire arrows, but they are spears that are being thrown. Looks like Depp's got his Uti into it. Barbados or something. You've got a pink bow there. And you can see the bosses and their arenas. The Broodmother's lighting is just next level. And then my favourite shot of the trailer as the ASE logo ascends into the ASA logo, which is very fitting. And there we have it, the ARK Survival Ascended trailer. It's been a long time waiting, and today we're going to be finally able to play the game, and I just can't wait. See you all next time.